Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can make a serious side income by buying and selling on eBay. Now I've been a big fan of eBay trading for a long time. Finding undervalued goods and flipping them for a profit has always been a great way for me to make a little extra on the side. But it's not just about the money. I love the feeling of discovering something selling for pennies when I know it's worth a whole lot more. The hustle of closing a deal and the warm fuzzy feeling I get when something sells and my phone makes the cha-ching sound. But it's also hard work. Those deals don't just pop up in front of you, you have to look long and hard to find the diamonds amongst the bric-a-brac. Every serious reseller will tell you that sourcing is the hardest part of the game, and you need to take the time to learn what to look for and how to spot the value that the casual browser might miss. And I'll tell you what, I used to spend hours trawling through ad listings, auctions, car boot sales, trying to find stock. Today, that graft just got a whole lot easier. Introducing FlipSource. So, this is an app I developed that searches eBay for items likely to sell below their market value, allowing you, the user, the opportunity to buy it and sell it on for more money. Buy low, sell high. You see, when you use standard eBay, it promotes the items that are well listed, with good descriptions, clear photos, because that's what sells for the most money. What I've done is create a set of tools that run custom search patterns to reveal the items that most people don't get to see and tend to sell way below the market value, if they even sell at all. Essentially, I've taken the eBay search box and I've reversed engineered it to run the searches I want to run, not the ones they want me to run. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so let's have a little tour around the site and let's have a look at some of the features. So in this column on the left here are a set of tools that you can use to search eBay for the listings that you wouldn't normally find with a standard eBay search. So the first of the list is local search, which basically we use this to search within a local radius of your location. So you put your postcode in and you put your search term in here. You can either search by a search term or a category. I prefer category, I have better results that way, but it's up to you. Radius, how far you're prepared to travel, minimum and maximum amounts, so you can say put in an upper limit for what you want to pay. We can show just auctions, or we can include the buy it nows in that as well. Now the crucial difference between this and the standard eBay page is when you search for local stuff on eBay, it shows you everything that is in the collection category, but that includes a lot of items where it's collection or shipping. This filters for just collection, so it gets rid of everything where people have the option to buy it and get it shipped, which means the prices stay lower, which is a good thing for you and me. Okay, so the next one is the zero bids, which is pretty self-explanatory. So this searches in the same way, so category or search term, same filters, and it only returns items that haven't been bid on yet, and there could be a number of reasons for that. So sometimes it's too expensive, sometimes it's junk, or sometimes it's just been badly described and no one's found it. So that's there for you to find. Next one, vague listings. Okay, this is quite cool. So same again with the filter options here, but what vague listings does is, and I'll give you a quick example of this one. So let's look at cameras. We'll scan for cameras. So this limits basically for items that have been given undescriptive titles. So we've got random Polaroid camera. So if we go down through a few of these, eventually you're going to start finding things that are, so yeah, camera bundle, for example. So if you have a look at this, camera bundle is, okay, so it's £10.80. And we have an Olympus, which is probably 20 quid by itself. I'm not going to do comps on this one. But you see, so this basically finds us things that haven't been described very well, and because it's not described very well, zero bids, which is good for you and me once again. Okay, so yeah, yet again, optical zoom. So it's a lens. It's 40 quid. It might be worth 40 quid. It might not. That's, you know, this is where the sourcing side of it comes into it. We have to start doing that investigation for ourselves. Okay, what's the other tools we've got? Late night. So late night, this filters for anything that finishes between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. So you don't get the last minute flurry of bids that you quite often get in the daytime. If an item's popular, you tend to find multiple people will all bid in the dying seconds of the auction, which can drive the price right up. When a listing finishes overnight, that tends not to happen anywhere near as much. So again, same category filters, but we can say ends tonight, tomorrow night, or in the night after, 3 days plus. Then we also have Typo Hunter. So what we do here is we're looking for common misspellings. Okay, that's not a great option, so let's try some different ones. No, okay, I'm going to stick the bite nows on just to, all right, let's try something else. Okay, so yeah, so for example, you've got that misspell. So basically this has got an algorithm behind it that generates common misspellings, and it searches eBay for the common misspellings. So quite often if someone's rushing in a hurry to list something, they might not take very good care over it, make a spelling error, which again makes it that much harder for the person searching to find it. So once again we can pick up some bargains. So like DeWalt drills box. I don't know how many is in this. Let's have a quick look. That's interesting. That's £140. You got two. So straight away you've got 2 drills, you've got a charger, you've got a case. That's I think you've got batteries in there as well. So yeah, straight away that's probably more than 140 quid. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to challenge myself to pick a random postcode somewhere in the UK and see how quickly I can find something that I can sell on for a big margin. It's only an exercise. I'm not actually going to go and buy it because I'm just picking a random place. So what I'm going to So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I'm going to get a random postcode. Okay, let's make it a bit harder than that, because there's always going to be good stuff in London because it's such a busy place. Okay, Manchester M1, that's fine, that will do fine. Okay, so if we go to local search, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to take the space. It doesn't matter if the space is in or not, but there we are. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see how quickly. So I used to be an eBay reseller, so I'm quite used to looking for bargains and being able to spot things I can resell. So I'm going to do some searches for the things that I used to search for. So cameras was a favourite category of mine, something I know quite a bit about. 50 miles, that's probably about as far as I would be prepared to travel. I'm going to see what I'm going to find. So this section is going to be less polished, like I say. This is an example of how quick we can find some bargains. So let's scan the market. And what have we got? So, okay, straight away, camera, Hitachi black case VHS. I don't know what that is. Let's have a quick look what might be there. So this looks like an old, it's a VHS camcorder, £27. That's probably not a great deal. Photography studio lighting kit, that could be a goer. Let's try and find something that's going to be an absolute steal. Okay, photo studio light, it's £80 and there's 2 of them. Redhead, yeah, okay. That would be possibly quite interesting. Okay. Right, not off to the best start, but let's continue. This was always the danger of doing this section. I've not actually done a search for quite a few days, so I've got no idea what's coming up now. I'm gonna make this as honest as possible. Hard camera case, okay, no. Blind battery pouch, okay, battery pouch which holds 4 DSLR batteries. that might be interesting. Let's have a look at some. Okay, so this is quite cool. So there's a compare sold button I built into this as well. And what this does is it takes this same title and it runs an eBay search under the sold category. So if you're a reseller, you'll be quite used to using this sold items option on eBay, so you can check the things that you're looking at and see what people are actually paying for them. So these are all things that people have paid this amount of money for. Okay, so I'm seeing a battery pouch is worth about £5, so it is going for £1, but it's small potatoes. It's not really worth messing with. Okay. Obviously, I'm a little bit out of practice with this, but here we go. Let's try a different category. Let's go with sound and vision. Is usually a goodie. Let's try this. Okay, sound and vision. What do we have? Okay, there we go. Straight away, large disco speakers. Let's have a look. So they're £26. That's a really good price for a set of PA speakers. I can't see the brand stage, IMG stage line. Not something I'm familiar with, but is that sub with it as well? Let's have a look at the description. 3 speakers in total. Okay, so it's actually 3. So we've got a pair of these stage lines, and this looks like SPLX sub. Okay, so I'm going to do the solds, and let's just edit down this a little bit so it's stage line. All right, so that looks very much like our speakers. So they're £40 collection. Now I know I have posted stuff this size before now. It's not easy, but it is doable. So if you're good with your posting and your packing, you could probably get, well, there's a single one, 60 quid. So I reckon there's probably 100 quid's worth there if you can post them, and you've got the sub on top of that. So straight away we've got 26 into £100 plus. So that's cool. What else have we got? Sony CD player works very well still. Low starting price. Yeah, that may, I've seen these systems. That may go. The comps isn't really helping in this one. Let's have a look at the original. What I'm actually looking for now is to see if I can find a model number in the photo, because there's nothing in the title, but if I can see one in the picture, that gives me an advantage over other people who are buying. Do we have anything in there? Nothing in there, but I that system would probably sell for about £30 if you could ship it. So again, if you want to pay a £5 and go and collect it, great. Wouldn't travel too far for it. Okay, Tano 5.1 speakers system. Right, Tano speakers are quite valuable. So £80, I think, is probably quite a good price for this. So okay, there we go. Very similar listing straight off the bat. Onkyo receiver with Tannoy surround system is 156. We're starting at 80 on our original listing. Let's see if we can see some model. Yeah, it looks like the same speaker set. They are good speakers. And we got the sub as well. The other one didn't have the sub. The sub is the money on this one. That's an active sub. All right, okay. One thing you can do with these systems is you can split them down. So if you get an example where you have one speaker doesn't work, you can sell the sub, the speakers, all as individual units and probably make even more money. So that's always an option. If you end up buying a system and you have bits of it that don't work, you can always offload it in other ways. Okay, smartphone VR headset, no. Technic, that's a lot of money for a Technic system. Okay, these PL Pioneers can be a couple hundred quid sometimes, but we'll skip that for now. Okay, this is interesting. Ceiling speakers, job lot, ceiling speakers. Let's see what these are. Matrix Audio. Okay, so we've got a name and a model number here. They haven't given us that in the listing. So Matrix Audio EL8. Let's see if we've got a... Close some of these tabs down because there's too many of them. Right, Matrix Audio EL8. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm comparing solds. There we go. Let's try this. Can't remember if it was hyphenated. Okay. Okay, no results. So let's go back to our listing. Is that EL8 or EL18? Or it's very hard to say. What have we got here? Proficient C790. Let's try one of those. Okay, Proficient. You got a pair of a similar type for 125 too. And our original lots, we've got 120 for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a whole bunch. Oh, there's how many is there? 2, 4, 6, 7. So I think there's money right there. It's quite a high starting price, but there's definitely something to make there. Okay, similarly, is this from the same? That's from the same seller as well. So potentially you could pick the pair up. That's probably a similar situation. Again, from the same seller, 60 quid. I mean, this is if you got a little bit less starting cash. Let's have a. Okay, we've got a model number in this one as well. So let's have a compare. Let's use the compare sold, see what comes up. System line SLM2 ceiling speakers. Let's just tidy the search term up a little bit. Okay, we've got system line here. Okay, so we can see system line is quite a good brand. Looking at the price of this. We don't have anything with the SLM2 model number, but that's certainly something I would investigate a little bit further. Okay, we've got partial Yamaha cinema system, so yeah. Okay, broken TV for £1, don't bother. Okay, oh, this is probably quite good. So Wharfdale speakers, Denon amp. Wharfdale Sapphire. Okay, that's quite. These, I think they're in floor stands. Oh, right. Metal floor stands. Always check them out because some of them go for a lot more than you think they're going to, as you can see. Okay, here we go. This is the sort of thing I'm looking for. So, very vague description. It's a tenner. Someone's actually bid on this one. So I would be leaving this to the last minute before bidding against it. But what are we looking at? So we've got AK20 is our model for this amp. It's JVC AK20. Let's have a look what we got. Okay, oh, but the hyphen's in the wrong place. Let's try again. Okay, so that's K100, that's 40, 45, 47. It's not the same model, but you can see they're kind of, that's the same maker and they're similar series. So you can see there's a little bit of value in that. Right, I'm going to come off this category now and let's have a look at wholesale because these can find some bargains as well. So let's have a look. Okay, bric-a-brac, that's junk, £37. Nope. This sort of thing, so car boot, auction. These can be a bit hit and miss because sometimes it's just trash, sometimes there's one thing in there that makes the whole thing worth it. It's going for a £5 at the moment. Not really worth doing compare sold, but let's have a look what's there. So right away we've got a wheel off a Mitsubishi with a reasonably good tyre on it, so that's going to be worth way more than a £5 by itself. Incidentally, be very careful if you do buy and sell car parts, because there's a lot of legal kind of pitfalls you have to be aware of. I'm not going to get into that now, but just make sure you do your homework beforehand. Okay, I don't want a mirror. What's these? Okay, this sort of thing, like a traditional, like a wall lantern, probably, yeah, maybe 20-30 pounds for that. I don't know. I would look up that one, I think. 12-volt fan, is that like okay, that's like an in-vehicle thing. So anything boxed like that, you can probably sell on maybe 15-20 pounds, something like that, depending what it is. Only thing, they will take quite a long time to sell sometimes. Okay, you got a TV there, if that's working, it's money. It's basic TV, but there's probably 20 or 30 quid there if it's got its remote. Panasonic microwaves, so again, 20 quid, I don't know. Don't know what that is. Okay, PlayStation race wheel. Check out what that's worth as well, because people do buy accessories like that. People collect older systems and stuff. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Was this like a wet vac or something? Erlex. So I mean, like that by itself, that could be 50 quid, could be 100 if it's an industrial one. So Erlex. I know nothing about this, by the way, but let's have a quick check of what Erlex actually is and what they do. I can find something that looks similar to that. It's not that. It's a paint spraying machine, is it? Spray Station 5000. Is that what we have? I don't think so. Nothing that's. Let's try this. Alex vacuum. Alright, I'm not going to look at this any longer, but it's probably, it's going to be 20 or 30 quid, whatever it is. So this is for a car boot bundle of stuff. This is actually quite good. Bike wheels. What else have we got? That's. Yeah, okay, so a lot of it's bric-a-brac, but some of it's probably quite sellable. I mean, you can certainly, that's certainly worth money by itself. It's in reasonably good condition. It's got a tyre on it. I don't know, you'd have to make your own assessments on that sort of thing. But there we go, there's money right there. We got job lot of shoes, yeah, job lot of clothes. Okay, this sort of thing's interesting. So what have we got? Screen wash pumps. Let's view this. So what we looking at here? If you're looking at stuff like this, you always want to see what the part number is. So we got PEWP04. I'm just going to do a quick check for that. PEWP04. See what comes back. Should be some sort of pump. Okay, yeah, so there we go. No, we don't want to be in the vacuum cleaners category. Let's just click into vehicle parts. We'll get the same results though. Okay, so so it was PEWP04. Okay, that's not in this title here, but when you're looking at car parts, eBay does like a part relation search thing, so it will find compatible parts to that part number. So that's a tenner. If we just compare the picture, I mean, it looks kind of, it's a similar looking thing. So let's try PEWP19. Let's see what that is. Okay, so we find no exact matches. But okay, so these are selling for a tenner each, and we've got a box for 30 quid that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe. So there's money to be. That looks like a paint roller. Again, there's money to be made in there. So these are definitely worth looking at. One thing to be aware of when you're looking at parts like this, if you do buy car parts, which you do find quite frequently, is you've got to check that they're not for cars from like the 70s or 80s, or just stuff that just isn't on the road anymore, because you'll just end up, they might be valuable on paper, but if you can only sell one a year, for example, then they're not really doing you all that much good. So be aware of that too. Okay, garage clearance for electrical supplies, interesting. Huge wholesale car boot lot. That looks like a lot of bric-a-brac to me. I'm not going to look at that. Job lot of empty sweet containers. That's the worst thing I've seen today. What else have we got? Hi-fi leads. Records. Yeah, job lot of 78 vinyl LPs. Trouble is, when you look at stuff like that with records, be a bit careful, because whenever you look at records, I guarantee it's been cherry picked by someone. Anything valuable in there has already been picked out and sold elsewhere. So you're going to be left with the fillers, the Mr. Hammond organ and James Last 10 years non-stop, etc. So yeah, be careful of that. Mixed lot of quality new and used items. So that's a title that's just vague enough to intrigue me. Let's have a quick look. So okay, we've got a bit of a statue going on there. Okay. So yeah, that's not great. Okay, what's this? Job lot of power tools. Okay, we've got Makitas. So Makita's obviously a good brand. 78 quid isn't bad. Let's have a look. So what are we looking at? So we've got, okay, straight away we've got a decent looking Makita. That, because they buy it now 200 on there. So whoever Lotus Elon is obviously thinks it's worth £200 worth of stuff. Black and Decker. Oh, it's like a Black and Decker multi thing. I know they're about £40 worth, give or take, with the different attachments. Park Sign. Now they're a cheap brand, but you know it's new and it looks in reasonable condition in its case. It's 24 volt as well. Yeah. What else have we got? So there's actually quite a lot of stuff here. There's, you know, it's not all. Ooh, Power King. What's this? Is that a welder? Is that actually a welder? Okay. Right, yeah, it's a welder. So, yeah, once again, even if you were to pay the 200 quid and just buy it outright, I think there's really good money in this listing, like a welder by itself. The Makita, let's just do a quick check of this model number, see what that's worth just on its own. Okay, that's body only. I'm looking for the full set. So what is it? 457D. Okay, so we've got £80, £78 for the full set, and that one here doesn't look as clean. It has got 2 batteries though. It actually says it's new there, new other, so not new. But yeah, straight away. So that one drill, if I get that for the starting price, which is likely because it's local collect, that one drill pays for the whole set. So the rest of it is all profit. So that's why we do this. That's where the money is. Okay, huge job lot again. So huge job lot, mixed computer. I mean, this could be trash. It could be gold. £95 starting. They blurred that bit out for some strange reason. So what have we got? This is like interesting. So phones, these kind of cordless house phones, people still buy them. You might get a tenner a piece for those. That looks like a little guitar amp, little maybe 10, 15, 20 pounds, something like that. What's in this box? I mean, this kind of thing's a bit of a lucky dip, so you quite often, when buying lots like this, you'll find maybe 2 or 3 things you can identify in the photo that are your value. Okay, so cartridges as well. So HP compatible cartridge. So yeah, go and do your homework on that. Routers. People still use routers, obviously. Let's scroll through. I don't. It's quite hard to tell what the pictures are so bad. It's quite hard to actually tell what's going on. What have they got? So they got a monitor, got a desktop with no hard drive and a load of scratches. Okay, so this is probably a bit junk. It's probably quite high for what it's worth. But we'll move on. Okay, classic car parts job lot. There's probably a lot of money in this. Classic parts. Let me look at these. Look at those old dials. They're really cool. Again though, so we're looking at replacement mirror glass for a it looks like 1983 Ford Sierra. So if you're ever going to sell that, then you're doing really, really well. So yeah, so there's that. Thing you've got to be careful of with this kind of thing as well is there is an environment agency regulation that says if you sell used car parts, then you need to have a proper breaker's license, and it's some sort of offence to sell used. You can sell new parts fine, legally, but if it's used, you have to have this certain license. So you need to be aware of that if that's something you're thinking of getting into. It does look like there's some really cool stuff in this. It's quite a high starting price, but I would definitely investigate that a bit further if I had the license. I mean, all the parts are things like lamps, headlights and stuff, which are really, they're, quite easy to sell. And they're quite well-known, useful parts. And what we got here, anyway, have a dig through that kind of stuff. Again, another classic car parts auto jumble. This looks like quite a lot of tail lights and stuff like that. So that's all really saleable stuff. Mixed job lot. I'm not going to look at that because it looks awful. Land Rover parts. Yeah, same story, but it's a quid. So you never know. You never know your luck. Anyway, right, we've done enough local search, I think. Are there any other categories I want to look at? Let's have a try with business, office, and industrial. That can be quite good sometimes. So I'm actually gonna, because you get a lot of business stuff, it's quite expensive in the thousands. So I'm just gonna put a limit on that. Let's see what we get. Okay, lintel. Interesting. These filing cabinets, if you can, these are quite collectible these days, so they're quite good with the upcycling crowd. So that's quite cool. What else have we got? Okay, I would probably invest in for £30 a piece. I would probably investigate that and this. I know. Okay, so this one is £1. So spares and repairs, parts. I mean, you could probably weigh them in for more than £1, but if you wanted to be able to ship them, I'm pretty sure you would sell them for more than £1 each as a spare and repair. People buy spare and repair stuff all the time, like to one watch today. People buy it because they fix it and they resell it. There's probably more money in just buying the broken thing and selling it as a broken thing than there is in buying a broken thing and fixing it to sell. But everyone does their own thing. Let's see. Okay, so this is the other sort of thing. So when you start looking, you see stuff like this. So we're selling a lot of ex-hire tools and machinery. So you see where they are, and you can always get a lead on something else. What's interesting here is you've got a stand here as well. So even if these three things are broke, that stand's worth money. That stand's probably worth a bit of money because it's a big chunk of metal. I don't know how easy it would be to ship, but I'm sure there's a way. Okay, moving on. We've got a shark. Sharks are quite expensive. I'm going to do a compare sold on this because we've got a model number. If you see a model number in the title, compared sold usually works quite well. So what have we got? KD 450 UK. That's the same. Okay, 26 quid. But this is on auction. I think if you put on buy it now, you could probably get about 50 on that. That's 26. Okay, fine. Catering display fridge finishes in an hour for 11p. I mean, how can you lose on that? Here's one thing that people forget when they're selling. All right, there's probably an upper limit of 30 kilos for Royal Mail, but if you want to stick something on a pallet, your pallet shipping starts at about 50 quid. So if it's a big item and it's worth something, it's worth doing. So this thing shipped to a retailer who needs a fridge for their shop, there's probably a couple of £100 in that. Oh, hang on a second. 116 buy it now. I bet this is going to be one of those buy a business card listings. Oh, no, it's just broken. Okay. Well, this is what I was potentially as a good value to purchase. It would be over £1,000, but it's broken, so it's not, is it? Yeah, okay, fine. That's a bust. Okay, it's broken. Okay, let's try musical instruments. Right, let's have a look. Okay, lighting stands. So we've got three heavy duty lighting stands. So about £12 each. Let's have a look what one of them's worth by itself. Okay, we don't have the number, but it's the same thing. Heavy duty lighting stand. Is it a T-bar or is it? It looks like a T-bar. Yeah, they are T-bars. So that's a steal right there. That's probably the thing of the day so far. So they're £40 a piece. So £120 for three of those, or maybe they're brand new, so maybe £30 each, £90. So yeah, you're making money right there, and it looks like they've got, oh, they're wired as well, so that's putting the price up as well. You can either leave those on, or you can take these wiring looms off and sell them separately. So again, it all adds to the value, it all adds to the profit margin. What else have we got? Oil can homemade guitar. That can go a number of ways. Right, 5-star flight cases. Right, flight cases are really good money because they're expensive. 20 quid is probably a really good price for a flight case, depending on the size of it. Let's have a look. Right, that's a big one. Stage Electrics are quite a well-known brand, quite a well-known company, I should say, hire company. Yeah, that's a really good case. Worth a lot more than 20 quid. That's probably more, maybe 70. I mean, look at these things. So, large professional flight case on casters, 275. I mean, yeah, for 20 quid, because it's big and you have to go and collect it. Or you can double your money, so there's two available. So, I think if you bought the one for one price, you probably do both for the two prices. So, there you go. That's a bargain. PA speaker stands for a tenner, maybe. Tannoy Lynx. Tannoy are a good brand. Let's have a look at these ones, see if there's any comps for them. Okay, so let me tidy that up a little bit. I don't think there's going to be any. Oh, okay. Tannoy Lynx, 12-inch speakers, 260 quid. And these are at 50. Okay, one person's got a bid on it. They're probably going to get that for 50. That person could have been you. Finishes in 11 hours, so that's going to finish. I'm recording this at 8:30 at night, so this is going to finish like 8 o'clock in the morning. So on a Saturday morning, not many people are going to be up and about on eBay at that time. So that's going to finish cheap. So yeah, big money there. Yeah, 100-watt Laney speaker. That's worth more than that. Multi-effects pedal for bass. And we've got our model numbers. Let's just do a straight compare for solds. What have we got? I think Zoom. We'll just put that in to try and increase their clicks. B1XON. That looks like it, doesn't it? Okay, so that's £32. selling for a 10. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to, you could go for that. Tanglewood AX30 with a microphone for £40. I think this is going to be a win. Tanglewood AX30. Right, I'm just going to take this off a second. Okay, here we go. So we can see this person's been trying to sell this without any success for quite a few weeks now. So we know we can definitely pick this up before the starting price. I'm just curious about what these are actually worth, because there's no comps on eBay at all. Let's see if we just do a general web search what comes up. Tanglewood. Okay, I was hoping to be something on Reverb or somewhere like that, but there's not. Okay, I mean, you can do your research on that. That's what we're doing. Okay, this is interesting. So this is £8. Home mixing system. So we got twin CDJ type thing. Got a really basic built-in mixer, but hey, that's, you know, it's got its speakers. It's a full set. More than £8 worth. Home mix. I've never heard of them before. Anyway, so I would be looking at that as well. Tanglewood electric guitar, £16. Well, any guitar for £16 that's not destroyed is going to be fine. We've got a Pioneer mixer. We can go straight for the comps on that because we've got a good model number. All right, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. £155. DJM 300. 30 quid. So, right again. That's more money. Okay, let's have a look at some other categories. So vague listings. Let's try, so yeah, photography in this one. We already looked at it, but let's have a look at it in a bit more detail. So we looked at camera bundle. Okay, so incidentally, sometimes when we're doing these kind of searches, the pagination will be quite short, so we're only going a couple of pages before we get to the next and previous button. Reason for that is because we can't search this thing directly from eBay, so we have to take a whole bunch of I search items down in batches of 200, and then we do the filtering locally on the site. So this is actually the pick of 200 items, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 6 or whatever it is. 5 or 6 things that, you know, might actually be good. So we've got Sony video. Let's have a look at that. Oh, that's collection only. So let's have a look. And it's collection only. So but what is it? It's a, well, obviously it's a video, but Sony's a good brand for videos. Okay, really? Is that just the box that it's been put in? I think that might just be the box it's been put in. Yeah, bad description. This is the trouble with bad description stuff, is it's badly described. It's hard to see what's going on. But if we've got a model number here, because it is a Sony, it looks in decent conditions. It's a Video Plus. Oh, I can't see a model number on that one, but you know, you can use the like AI tools and things where you can show it a picture and it'll tell you the model and whatever. Okay, so Pentax SBO. Again, here we go, vintage cameras. So 3 of them there. They look like SLRs, maybe DSLR. Let's have a look. £40 for all 3. Okay, eBay's complaining because I've been querying them from an external site so much, but it's fine. It'll continue to work. So that's a Minolta. Ricoh there. Okay, Ricoh are kind of a not particularly well-known brand. Praktica B200. So we can have a quick look at that. See what that's worth. Oh, okay, so we got practice B100, so we got a B 20 quid for that. Okay, oh, this is what I'm talking about. So a practical B200, £146. So there we go. Because it's been listed so badly, you need to check what the lens is. But that's a really good starting point for this bundle. I might even put a bid in on this myself, because yeah, why wouldn't you? You know, we got a Minolta Dynax 300 SI. Let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so maybe another 20 or 30 pound for that one, but you know, we've got one really big selling item, £150 camera, a couple of them, maybe £200 there for a £40 delivered, so you can't argue with that. Right, this is a good, yeah, and larger parts. So these are for photographic enlargers. So this part here, that's the slide holder, the yeah, they're like the thingy holder. They're the good bits. You get a set of bellows. Basically, if you're looking at this sort of thing, these can sell for like, you know, £50-60 by themselves just for this one part. But the rest of it, I don't really know. So it's a Vivitar V1. I'm not going to look too deeply into that right now, but that's something you could investigate further. Samsung camcorder looks quite old. Oh no, this is interesting. Voigtlander. Voigtlander are quite a collectible vintage camera band. Voigtlander V. Alright, let's just look back at this. So this is like a folding camera, isn't it? Yeah, it's a folder. Zeiss icon. I like seeing the Zeiss icon sign. That usually means good money. It's got its case. It's not very well described. What's this in here? Okay, so older cameras, they tend to have the camera shop sticker stuck to the side. Okay, yes, look at this. 6 people viewing, so 6 people have found this, even though it's quite a difficult find. But it's 15 hours from the end and no one's stuck a bid yet. So that's probably quite a good side. It's only people who know what they're looking at. So there will be a flurry of bidding at the end, but no one's going to go too high because it's all going to be traders like we are. Okay, so what was this? It was a Voigtlander and it's a folder. So let's just put folding in. Okay, parts. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So 146. 146. Not that one, but you see, this is why I look out for Voigtlander, because look at that. 844. So yeah, you'd need to inspect the... Okay, it's in that big box thing, isn't it? So you would need to inspect the listing quite carefully before making a commitment to buy it. But there we go. Right, let's have a look at some of these other options. So let's see what's finishing tonight. I don't know. Let's go for collectibles, just because it's a random one. I never really look in collectibles because it's not my thing. But let's see what's there. So I wouldn't be surprised if people who are watching this are like watching me go past stuff and going stop, because I've missed something that's worth something. But that's the whole beauty of doing this, is everyone has their own niche that they know about, that hopefully not too many other people know about, and that's where you make your margins. Okay, so nothing's hopping out at me because I just don't really know this market at all. I mean, is it Pokemon cards? I'm not really sure. I'm going to come out of this category because it's just not my place. Let's try computers. What finishes overnight? Lenovo laptop motherboard for parts. Okay, we got an Apple USB MagSafe cable. DVD rewriter. Okay, £21 for an iMac. I'll be surprised if that's working, but you never know. What was this? I went to an A1312, so yeah, about 50 quid, I guess. Something like that. Let's go in for 20. Okay, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up there, but I hope you can see just how powerful using a tool like this can be, as opposed to just randomly, blindly searching through eBay and hoping you land on something good. So yeah, go away, just go and give it a go. And you know what? If you find anything, if you find any really good steals, stick a comment in the description, and I'll give you a big thumbs up. Okay, so that's FlipSource in a nutshell. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can go and have a look, have a play with it. It's only just gone live in the past few days, so let me know in the comments if you find any bugs. Also, if you manage to snag any mad bargains using it, I'd love to hear about that as well. So leave a comment and let me know what you got. This has been a bit of a departure from my usual videos, so I'm going to get back to doing project videos soon. If anyone's interested in a video that takes a closer look at the code that powers this app, let me know and I'll try and get that into a future video. Lastly, if you're considering taking up reselling as a side hustle, I hope you have some great successes, and I hope this app can make that journey a little bit easier for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.